And a new United Nations report has found that 137 women across the globe are killed every day by their partners or family members in 2017, making home the most dangerous place for a woman. Now, the report calculated that 50,000 female homicides were committed by immediate family members. Violence against women is also universally underreported, according to the study. The UN report was released on International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women to raise awareness of gender-based violence. My colleague Tanima now joining me from the newsroom. Tanima, we've really seen, particularly in this year, throw up a lot of scary stories, a lot of horrific ordeals about crimes that's being committed against women, sexual harassment and sexual violence. But really, this UN report also talking about something that's completely chilling and, yes, underreported, the fact that these crimes, more often than not, are being committed in the house of these women.
That's right. In fact, the numbers are quite telling. Sanjana, if I can just take you through some of the key findings of the UN report, essentially saying, as you mentioned, that in 2017, around 87,000 homicides, female homicides rather, had in fact been reported, out of which 58% have been found to be those which have been committed by somebody who's a close family member of the woman. And essentially saying that 137 women are killed every day at home. They are victims of domestic violence. And also, it goes on to mention some by regions, the numbers are also in a way quite revealing. It says that 20,000 women are killed in Asia, 19,000 women murdered in Africa, 8,000 in America, and 3,000 in Europe. Also, what the report has in fact found out, that around 64% of women who have in fact been killed, some of these women were killed, most of these women rather have been killed by close family members. As you said, that there are certain other elements of the report, if we go on to look at them, essentially saying that it is still not clear what is the full extent of violence against women, because repeatedly the report goes on to point out that a lot of cases are still underreported. It is a fact that the numbers have in fact increased by 10% since 2012. The last time that such a survey was done was in 2012. So the numbers increased by 10%. But nonetheless, the report constantly points out that underreporting of domestic abuse is prevalent across the world, across several regions, and the fact that the justice system actually needs to do more in order to look into this issue, that women are actually not reporting as many cases of domestic violence as they experience. But nonetheless, as we mentioned, the fact that the numbers have risen by 10% since 2012 is quite worrying. Sanjana.
Absolutely. Tanima, thank you so much for putting that into perspective and giving us that information.